We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
Stop your whining.
Check. 21, 21. Here we go.
Check out.
1, Omaha. 21, 21.
Check safety, check safety.
11, 11.
Check, check, check.
White, white, white. 1, Omaha.
Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship.
Hey, hut.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 79 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go now. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, high 7.
57, Mike. Mike 57. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Be grip.
On first down, Elway. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
Right there. 56.
Hey, wahoo!
Get that ball. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Watch it. Go. Now.
To throw again. Elway. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Elway. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
After the interception, here's Elway. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Come on, set.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. 56.
Hey, Charlie. Sit.
Play action. It's Elway. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Topper.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Play action, Elway. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 23. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half.
21.
I mean, that just didn't happen.
11. Check 13.
No.
2.
Hey, watch
2. 12.
Check. Check.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here we go.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Go.
It's our field.
Hey, gun.
Hey, it's our house. Check 59, Mike.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Check. Fresno.
Flag.
Check.
13.
Back. Check.
I got you. Clock.
He's coming, double up.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Here we go. 80.
Check the out.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this one complete to Smith. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Check 99. Check 99.
Hey, alert! 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 You draw corker.
Bang, 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 bang.
Switch 12, fellas. Here we go.
Switch it. Check
21. Hey,
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Check 24. Check.
White.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons, nothing.
Here we go.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Check that.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Under crunch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
56.
To throw is Elway. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Here we go. 180.
98 to Mike. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 1st down, it's Coleman. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Echo.
Check, 59. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
59.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
I'm coming.
11.
59, Mike. Check. 59. Now watch run.
Bravo.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
21.
They're running.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Slam.
11.
Switch. Alert flare.
2.
Jim.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
Right back to him on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
57.
No gain on the play.
57 for Mike. Rock 57.
On second down, Elway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
57 for Mike.
Now Elway on third and long. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Niners 31, Falcons nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
We go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Elway to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Elway will throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Niners 38, Falcons nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Switch.
Greystone, travel. Hey, high 7. Hit it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go. X3. 218. Chop it.
Check. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. They can't hang with us. Kill.
Hey, wahoo.
Kill.
Ready.
Here's Elway. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Still a few inches short of the first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
I got it.
Now a give right side, Coleman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. What do you need? 54. Get that quarterback and all talk. Shift. 2. Check 3. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Here we go. What do you need?
Mike spot 4.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still
12.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Hey, gun. 11. 6.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Rush in.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Good one, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll wait to throw on second. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, watch the leg.
There's Elway to throw. Steps away to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
'57's the mic. Watch 57.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. What?
57.
On first, they'll throw with Elway. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
57's Mike. Mike,
Get it.
Off the play fake. Elway. He sets to fire deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 54.
Check pass. Check pass.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
12, fellas, here we go.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He goes full extension, and he's got it. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out.
Check 3. Check 3. Check your hot read.
13, 13. 80 weapon.
Check safety. Check safety.
Lock.
Check. Watch the edge. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the
65.
They'll run on first down. Coleman.
Tight up. Watch safety 3. Watch safety 3.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ship.
4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Check 26.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
12, fellas, here we go. Check 9, check 9.
First down, here's White. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Hey, gun.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Handoff, Coleman, right side. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Here we go. Like 20. I got you. 11. Hey, Charlie.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Now on second and 16. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Now Elway. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Elway. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for San Francisco, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.